What's good, YouTube? Easy now 1337 aka Snow here today with a different type of video, completely different to my normal Call of Duty commentaries, etc, etc. There still will be a gaming gameplay in the background, but I'm actually going to be doing like a small review of my thoughts on the season finale for How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother is a TV program I've watched since day one, to be honest. I've watched every single episode of it and I love the program. And I watched the season finale yesterday and I read some people's reviews and people's thoughts and people's tweets, and it's mind-blowing to me that people say that they were disappointed by the season finale. Now, it's either people just being trolls, as people on the internet are, or people's expectations are way too unrealistic and high as to what could be a good ending. Now, this is common in all types of TV programs finales. I mean, the finale to Lost, people were like, oh, whoa, that was stupid. But I mean, it was the realistic, well, not a realistic way, but you know, the logical way to end that program. And this ending to How I Met Your Mother was a very realistic point of view about life in general. And the whole season, the whole series in its entirety is about living in the moment and realistic things happening, but made into obviously a comedy program as well. And the ending to me was just downright brilliant, the way they'd done it. It was so genuine to those characters and genuine to life experiences and things that happen in life. There will be spoilers, by the way, coming up, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, click away. But I mean, you're in a review of the finale, so why would there not be spoilers? So the whole part where Robin comes up to the Halloween party and then ends up leaving, it was done very tastefully and realistic, because things happen between groups of friends where someone may be segregated or someone may walk away because of issues in that gang of friends, and that happens in real life. And they handled it really well in the fact that Robin made the choice to leave, to walk out that door, and like she wasn't just dragged back in by like Ted coming downstairs like, oh, where are you going? You know what I mean? Like, it was a genuine boom, that's the end of our friendship type thing, that's the end of our little gang. And that happens in life, so it's very, very realistic. And just the whole way it came out with the wife, the mother, like the whole meeting of it seemed very genuine. And when they were under the umbrella, it was like, that is how a realistic conversation would happen. They would figure out how they would know each other, or how they may have met in the past through that yellow umbrella. And I know it's supposed to be like an endless love story, happily ever after, but it also shows that it's realistic in the sense that all good things do come to an end. The program comes to an end. The friendships came to an end to a certain extent, and Ted's wife's life came to an end. So he found that love, he found that happiness that he's always wanted and craved. He had it for a certain amount of years, but then the mother died. Now, I think it was very tastefully done, and it was very well hidden as well, because I didn't realise until the end. Like, I had thoughts in my head, maybe she's dead, but I never realised truly until the end, where it shows Ted looking after her when she was ill, that, oh my god, this woman's dead. And then the whole twist to the whole thing is that the story, the entire series of How I Met Your Mother, wasn't about specifically how he met the mother. It was about his relationship with his friends and with Robin, and who he eventually ends up going after in the end, again in a big glorious blue horn love display. So it shows that like good things come to an end, and you should love what you have at that moment. And that's what Ted always done throughout his entire character's personality. He always lived for the moment and fate and destiny, you know what I mean? Like, he just was that sort of personality and that sort of character. And then seeing him be happy with his wife, the mother of the children, and then you eventually find out that she died, he then carries on that character and lives in the moment and goes after Robin again. So it's a very realistic, you know, ending to the program, and it's a great ending that he ends up with Robin, because that's what the whole series has been based around. But all the other characters as well, they get things that they wanted, or, you know, some people didn't even know they wanted that. Like Marshall, he becomes the judge, and then he goes to the Supreme Court. So he's working hard at what he's doing in his career to build up to what he wants to be, and that's realistic to people in life. People have careers and they go ahead and try to get themselves as far as possible in that career. And the same with Robin. Robin became the news reporter around the whole entire world, and she got what she wanted. But then it looks like at the end of the program, she is back in New York, where Ted comes after her. It's like she's realised that that's not what she wants anymore, so she's made a change. But that could be just, you know, total me just thinking outside the box. But there was like Lily, who obviously became a mother 3 times over. But for me, the story with Barney, where he gets divorced from Robin after so many years because it's just not working out. He goes back to his old ways, and he then gets a girl pregnant and then becomes a dad, and it's a beautiful, beautiful moment where he's holding that baby, and you can see the pure emotion in Neil Patrick Harris's demeanour, just like he's in love with that child. And I reckon he probably drew on his own experiences from his kids and stuff that he adopted with his husband. And it's just really, really cool that even though Barney was this person that we know to be like the playboy, and then he gets married and changes a little bit, but then it shows that he's not really that person who got married, you know what I mean? He's still that playboy. And then the only thing that could change it was having his daughter, and he fell in love with his daughter, and that was the end of his playboy ways. So it was really cool the way they handled it, and they also made it comedy, like where he goes to hit on the 2 girls in the bar and then tells them they should go home and get dressed and all that. And it's like, these people are really grown up now. Like their whole entire series from where they started, it starts off as like a friendship comedy, but it grows up into being like an adult family type scenario. And I genuinely think it was the perfect ending for that program. I mean, it was so genuine for the characters, like how they would evolve or develop over the years. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen, and I know they touched on it through the series, like they had all these characters coming back one at a time, I would have liked to have seen like a montage of all of Ted's exes, like Victoria and Stella, the crazy woman Jeanette, and the I can't remember their names right now, but like they could have had like a scene where he was reading his vows to his wife at the wedding, and like he could have said something along the lines of, I've been through a lot of girls, obviously in a lot more poetic way, and then like it could just show like Ted thinking, and then like random scenes, like famous scenes that we all know. That would have been a nice little thing to do in my opinion. But everything else in the finale I think was absolutely perfect, and I don't understand why people are hating on it so much. Maybe it's because they love the program so much they don't want it to end, but it has to end. And I don't know, I just can't see how anyone can't see the beauty and the genuinity in this finale. But that's my thoughts anyway, and my opinions. I'd never dare tell anyone else how to think, but you know, I just wanted to express my opinions because I love the program, and this is not something I normally do. So let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about How I Met Your Mother if you watch it, and the finale especially. And if you listen to this all the way through and you haven't watched it yet, I apologise for the spoilers, but I did warn you. But that's me done for today. Peace out. Take care.